what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Starmade Tech. I realize it's been a while. Figured I'd try my luck at some logic here. After the last update, the spring cleaning update, version 199.535, the ShootOut rail clocks got a little flaky. I'm not exactly sure why this works, or why the other one doesn't work anymore, but I know this works now, and I'm just going to show you what I've done to make it work. So here's the new rail clock, right here, the ShootOut rail clock. Let's go ahead and turn that on so you can see it work. You see it needs 3 blocks now. If you only put down 2, it will fall off. And what I've done here is I've made use of a flip-flop right here. So what happens is, every single one of these, your pickup rail, your 2 shootouts going different directions, are all going to be sent to these 3 blocks right here. So every single one of these blocks, right here, if I see there, you can see it's activating all 3 of these. It's switching out all 3 of these blocks for shootout rails. Same with this and the same with this pickup rail here. Or not pickup, the activation block. So how this works is, on this guy right here, the 2 end blocks out of the 3, so the 2 outside ones, the left and the right one, this one is connected to here, and this one is connected to here. So every time the entity hits this block, or this block, it's going to send a signal here. And as soon as it does that, it's going to instantly change these to reds, or not reds, they're going to change them to green pickup rails here. What's going to happen after that is it's going to, if this is on, which it will be on because it's activated, this AND gate will also activate. And what that'll do is that'll immediately switch them all to left shootout rails. So they all go left. Now what happens if it's over here? Is that going to shoot it off? No, because if it's over here, that just happens to coincide with this flip-flop turning on, which then immediately turns it all to the right. Well, this is the right pickup rail, but it looks like it's going left. It's a little confusing for me to explain it, but I think you guys get the idea. So every other time this activation block is activated every time it hits one of these ends. So on one end, only this one's going to activate. On the other end, all 3 will activate. And since the last one activated is this guy, this flip-flop, it's going to be going the right direction that way. When it's on this side, it's going to be only going this way. So that's how that works. Just like so. Let's go ahead and build one of these right quick. What I'm going to need is I'm going to need some pickup rails. Let's make sure that those are oriented correctly. I want those all pointing down, but with the face of it up. We'll do that right here on this side. So I need 3 of the, oh, I don't want to connect to anything. 2, 3. And let's go ahead and put in our, I like wireless blocks now because usually when you're doing a shootout rail clock, you do not want it on your main entity. And that's just because when you're switching entities, you don't want to get stuck inside this little core and docker that's inside your shootout rail clock. You don't want to get stuck in that while you're trying to switch between like docked hull and shuttles and whatnot. So next we're going to have this rail again down here, and then we're going to have our shootouts going either way. Going this way, the other one going the other way, and we're going to have an activation block, but this can also be a wireless block. They probably should be a wireless block. Let's go ahead and make that wireless. Now we're going to need an activation block, an AND block, and a flip-flop. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect all these guys up. All of these are going to go to the output right here. This end ones, these 2 end ones are going to go here to the end activation block here. And all 3 of these are going to be changing. All these blocks down here, these logic blocks, are going to be activating all these up. So we need to make sure that they're all connected. This one too. Alright, so now we need to make sure these are connected. C, V. So the activation block is connected to the AND gate. The AND gate is going to be connected to the flip-flop. And now, what's going to happen, I think it's all set up pretty much as it is. So what you're going to want to do is, you're going to need to put down your entity on either side. But if you're doing it like this, it needs to go on this side, because what's going to happen As soon as that gets activated, as soon as this thing gets activated, it's going to activate this and this. All three are going to turn blue, which means it's going to be sending that shootout rail going this way, which is, I think, to the left. So you want to make sure that the next time it hits, it's going to go this way. So we're going to go ahead and set our dock, create docking right here. Alright, that should do it. And as soon as I linked up to the blocks mistakenly. So as soon as I hit this, it should work. Or not. Oh, you know what? I didn't hook this up. I need to hook this up to the end. And I also need to go ahead and activate this. There we go. Now it should work. Or not. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. So, need that to be the way it is. Turn that on. Let me try this again. Only with this already blue. So I want that flip-flop already activated, so it should work better this time. Okay, docking. It's all about what state that flip-flop is in when it gets activated. When that entity gets there. So this should work now. There it goes. See, the problem is if this activates on the wrong side, then it shoots it off instead of making it go back the other direction. Alright, so we've built one of those. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go over making them smaller and rectangular shapes so you can fit them in nice little compact spaces on your ship. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this shootout rail clock in a nice compact 2x2x3 area. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So first we're going to need that activation block, one activation block, one AND block, and one flip-flop. And those are going to be connected to each other, like so. And now we're going to need the blocks that it's going to be controlling. We're going to do a shootout rail going. This one's going to go here, but it's right side up. We need it upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close here, and I'm going to look up so I can see which way it's pointing. That's the one I want. Come back down and place the block. Same thing over here. Here. I need to point it the other way, like so, and place the block. And with the pickup rails, it doesn't really matter as long as you're not facing left or right. Yeah, that way it'll work. Put that there. And I also want 3 up here. Alright. So now, this guy, these 2 end pieces are going to go into here. These are going to control all 3 no matter what. Same as that guy. Here as well. Alright. And it should be hooked up. I just gotta make sure I don't make the same mistake I made up here. It should be all hooked up. I just need to get that entity in there. Easiest way to do that. To load it. To have one going that way. Yep, that'll work. And I also need to have it. Go ahead and put our right dock here. Okay, should go right. Oh, start up right away. So I know I got it right there. Do that. Alright, so now what I want to do is hook up my control logic so I can turn it off and on. On my off and on, I'm just going to put over here. It doesn't matter which way it goes. Put it anywhere. So we have one right there and one right here. The outputs are going to feed into the right here. So those are all outputs, and this is going to be my input. This is going to be my on-off, which is going to be connected to that AND gate, which should turn it off or on, like so. There we go. That's how you build a small 2x2 by 3 shootout rail. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give me a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Let me know you like what you're seeing. If you have any comments or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. I read all of them, and I try to respond to all of them. So thanks for watching, and peace out.